Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we try to answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today's question, it's a surprise question, so no preparation. More and more experts tell you, I can't read this. More and more experts tell you that you could have very good wines between $5 and $20. So why spend more? What is the difference between $5 and $19 and a $50 wine? From Bob and the Marinette. It is true. I would say it's harder to identify a less expensive wine of quality than of a more expensive wine. It's really easy to walk into a store and say, I would like to spend $50 on a bottle of Burgundy. The expectation is that it's $50 because it costs more to produce. Either the grapes were of higher quality, the barrels were of higher quality, the winemaking and the expertise was hand-picked, blah, blah, blah. Of course, there's an issue of supply and demand. So, some wines are just rarer and harder to make, and they cost more. Does it mean that there was a $50 wine 5 times better than a $10 wine? Absolutely not. The challenge today, and it isn't so much a challenge, I would say today finding a good $10 to $15 wine is not as hard as it was 2 decades ago. Today around the world, off regions of winemaking countries are making better wine. You're seeing better quality wine out of countries like Chile, Argentina, even Brazil, Tasmania, etc. So winemaking techniques are improving, and finer winemaking techniques are spreading around the world. So in a place like South Africa, where they've been making wine for many, I think hundreds of years, modern winemaking techniques and a poor currency there make their wines very cheap. So I think you have to explore. You can buy a $10 bottle of wine and enjoy it just as much as a $50 bottle of wine. Will you find the same kind of complexity and profoundness and nuances in the $10 wine that you do in the $50 wine? Probably not. Is the $50 wine going to be worth it? Probably not. It's really up to you and the relationship you have with the wine, what you want to spend. You can obviously gain just as much enjoyment from a $10 or $12 wine as from a $50 or $20. That matter. Anyway, so just keep trying wines. When you have a couple extra bucks, go into your local wine shop and say, I want to spend $30 on a bottle of red wine. What's your favorite $30 bottle of wine? Or I don't know, $10. So just keep trying wine. So that was from Bob and the Internet. Thank you. Good question. $10 or $50 doesn't matter.